Try these 5 minimalist habits from Japan for 7 days and watch your life change. What if we told you that just 7 days of Japanese habits could transform your chaotic life into something peaceful and organized? Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today, we're doing something a little different. We're challenging you to try 5 simple Japanese habits for just 1 week. And honestly, we think you're going to be shocked at what happens. These aren't complicated life changes or expensive solutions. They're small, doable things that Japanese people have been using for generations to create calm, meaningful lives. Now, we know what you're thinking. Another week-long challenge? But stick with us here because these habits are different. They're not about pushing yourself harder or doing more. They're actually about doing less, but doing it with so much more intention. And the best part? You'll start feeling the changes by day 3. So grab a notebook because you're going to want to track this journey. Let's dive into your 7-day transformation using the wisdom of Japan. Day 1 to 2. Start with tidying up the Japanese way. Let's begin your week with something called the one thing approach, which comes from Japanese organizing wisdom. Here's what we want you to do for the first 2 days. Each morning, pick just one small area in your home. Maybe it's your desk drawer, your nightstand, or even just the coffee table. Spend exactly 10 minutes making that space perfect. But here's the twist that makes this different from regular cleaning. While you're organizing, we want you to touch every single item and ask yourself one simple question. Does this make my life better or just more complicated? If something doesn't add real value, it goes. If it makes you smile or serves a clear purpose, it gets a proper home where you can find it easily. What's amazing about this approach is that it doesn't feel overwhelming like those weekend cleaning marathons we usually attempt. Japanese people believe that when you take care of small spaces really well, it creates a ripple effect throughout your entire home. By day 2, you'll notice something interesting happening. You'll start naturally keeping other areas tidier without even trying. It's like your brain starts craving that sense of order and calm. Days 3 to 4. Practice mindful mornings. Moving into days 3 and 4, we're going to transform how you start each day using a Japanese concept that roughly translates to quiet morning mind. This isn't about waking up at 5 in the morning or doing complicated routines. It's much simpler and way more sustainable than that. For these 2 days, we want you to spend the first 15 minutes after waking up in complete silence. No phone, no news, no rushing around. Instead, you'll do 3 very simple things. First, make your bed slowly and with attention. Second, drink a glass of water while looking out a window or at something natural. Third, take 5 deep breaths and think about one thing you're looking forward to today. This might sound too easy to work, but there's real science behind why this creates such powerful changes. When we start our days in a calm, intentional way, our brains produce less of the stress hormone cortisol throughout the entire day. Japanese researchers have found that people who practice mindful mornings report feeling more in control of their lives and less reactive to daily problems. By day 4, you'll probably notice that things that usually stress you out don't seem quite as overwhelming. Day 5. Embrace the art of saying no. Day 5 is where things get really interesting, and this is often when people have their biggest breakthrough. Today, we're practicing something Japanese culture does beautifully, which is the gentle art of saying no to things that don't align with your priorities. Throughout this entire day, we want you to pause before agreeing to anything. When someone asks for your time, when you feel tempted to buy something, when you're about to say yes to another commitment, take a breath and ask yourself, will this add genuine value to my life, or am I just saying yes out of habit? Then honor whatever answer comes up, even if it feels uncomfortable at first. This practice might feel strange because many of us have been trained to say yes to everything. But here's what Japanese wisdom teaches us. When we say no to things that don't matter, we're actually saying yes to the things that do matter. By the end of day 5, you'll likely feel a sense of spaciousness in your life that you haven't experienced in a long time. You'll have more mental energy for the people and activities you actually care about. Day 6. Connect with nature even indoors. Day 6 brings us to one of the most beautiful Japanese practices, which is finding daily connection with the natural world. Don't worry if you live in the city or it's the middle of winter. This practice works anywhere and in every season. Today, we want you to spend at least 20 minutes being fully present with something from nature. This could be sitting under a tree in your yard, tending to a houseplant, watching clouds from your window, or even just holding a smooth stone while you breathe deeply. The key is to engage all your senses and let go of any agenda or goal. What makes this so powerful for minimalism is that when we regularly connect with nature, we start wanting less stuff and more experiences. There's something about the simplicity and beauty of the natural world that makes us realize how much of what we think we need is actually just noise. Japanese studies show that people who spend time in nature daily have lower rates of anxiety and depression, and they also tend to make more thoughtful decisions about their possessions and commitments. Day 7, reflect and set gentle intentions. Your final day is all about looking back at the week and setting gentle intentions for moving forward. This isn't about making dramatic promises or setting huge goals. It's about noticing what felt good and deciding how to keep those feelings alive in your daily life. Spend some time thinking about which of these practices made the biggest difference for you. Maybe it was those quiet mornings, or perhaps it was saying no to things that didn't matter. Write down just 3 small ways you can continue these habits beyond this week, but make them so easy that you can't fail. Maybe you'll tidy 1 small space every morning, or take 5 mindful breaths before checking your phone. The beautiful thing about Japanese approaches to life change is that they're designed to be sustainable. Instead of trying to completely overhaul your life, you're building small habits that naturally grow into bigger transformations over time. By day 7, you'll probably notice that your home feels more peaceful, your mind feels more clear, and you have a better sense of what actually matters. So, what happens next? So there you have it, your 7-day journey into Japanese minimalist habits. The amazing thing is that this is just the beginning. These practices have a way of naturally expanding into other areas of your life when you're not even trying. Many people who try this challenge tell us that by the end of the week, they feel like they found a completely new way of living. Not because they've changed everything, but because they've learned to pay attention to what really matters and let go of what doesn't. We'd love to hear about your experience with this 7-day challenge. Drop a comment below and let us know which habit made the biggest difference for you. And if you're ready to dive deeper into minimalist living, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our upcoming videos. Your peaceful, intentional life is waiting for you.